Hello there, Capricorn. This is Ms. Joan of Ms. Joan's Tarot on the Hill. And I want to go ahead and program these cards for you for the month of May from the 1st to the 28th. All right. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle these cards. Thinking about you, Capricorn. We will see what's going on for you. I'm going to go ahead and pick a pile. Now these cards are ready to go for the full month, and I'm going to go ahead and program these right away for the first week of May, all right? For the 1st through the 7th. Let's go ahead and get these programmed. So we'll get extra detail at the end of this video about the first week, all right? Perfect. I'm going to pick a pile. We're going to set these aside right here. We'll get back to those in a minute. But I'm going to go ahead and lay out the cards for the next 4 weeks, right? I will lay them out. Each card here, there'll be 4 columns for the 4 weeks. And each row is going to represent something else. This is the overview of what's going on, the overall vibe of the week, the energy of the week. Things are going to be the theme of the week. There we go. We have the next 4 cards being the thing that will block you during the week. Okay, something that will get in the way of you doing what you want to do. All right, and now we're going to get into solutions. At the bottom we have a final grouping of cards that is all about solutions for the week, and we are into solutions. All right, we will look at all of this and we will get into it. All right, setting those aside, here we go. Capricorn, we have on May 1st through the 7th, it looks like you have all the tools at your disposal. You can do whatever you want to do as long as you're willing to do the physical labor to get there. Okay? So have at it. Dream big. Get what you want. It's going to be awesome. The thing that will be blocking you is trying to get other people to help you or rally around and do what you want to do. So maybe you do it on your own. That would be the easiest way to get where you want to go. Is don't worry about trying to get other people to help or be on board with what you're doing, all right? And the solution, of course, is the Knight of Pentacles, which is about fighting for your worth and value in the process so that you don't get taken advantage of and people don't just, you know, take what you got without paying for it or otherwise have you doing things for them without paying you, all right? So that's how I would do that that's how that feels to me right now, is that you need to fight for your worth and make sure that you're getting paid for what you're doing. All right? Cool. So the King of Swords is talking about how for the week of May 8th through the 14th, we have basically this King of Swords is talking about energy of a male person who wants to be in charge of things. So there's a bossy male person, male energy person involved in what's going on this week. Could be the boss, never know. But he is going to be playing a big part this week. We'll find out more. The 5 of Swords is talking about how you taking your power back right now isn't going to be useful and helpful in this moment of now. It's just not going to work out so good. So try not to get too excited about doing that. It won't help. All right, and then there's the 7 of Pentacles here showing that your solution in this moment is to remember that you have enough money and you're okay to go. So you may or may not need to be involved with the King of Swords. We'll find out more later, but that's interesting. You have enough money, you're safe, you're okay. The next week over, we're talking about the 15th through the 21st. Uh, this is the Seven of Swords, and that's you taking your power back and being truly in charge of what's going on here. So it feels a little bit like you have been delegating some responsibilities to some people, and you need to take that responsibility back because they've floundered it or not done it your way, and it's not okay. So it's a time for you to take all the responsibility back on yourself and get into it, right? So I want you to be the responsible person and take care of your stuff, okay? An area here where you're blocked is the Death card, and the Death card is always about releasing for growth, and strangely enough, because this is a blockage, it works in some sort of a reverse, which is to say that you letting go of a bunch of stuff isn't really going to get you where you want to go. I think you can grow without letting go of stuff. How's that? More details are coming. We will find some new information about this, so it may read completely differently, but it feels like it's in reverse in this place right now, where it's not helpful to you to let things go right now. Interesting, right? Okay, so, but the solution, interestingly enough, is about you having a lot of options. So you don't have to let go of things. You have plenty of options. You have lots of things going on, lots of fish in the fryer, you know. Don't let them confuse you and get you bogged down, but do consider your options before you make any hard decisions, all right? Cool. So the final week of May is the 22nd through the 28th, and we are looking at the Queen of Wands, who is a down-to-earth, easygoing, feminine energy person in your life who is super cool, super easy, and no muss, no fuss, easy peasy. This is a person who is an ally for you and will be helpful to you in this moment. The thing that's blocking you is something going on behind the scenes financially. So there's something out there that's causing you issues financially, and in your, like, I don't know, maybe something with some of your investments is going cattywampus and you have to go deal with it. So it won't let you just relax with your friend, okay? So that's interesting. Pay attention to what that is and realize that the solution here is the Temperance card, which is telling me that there's always enough. So even if this thing goes completely sideways financially, you're not going to die. You're not going to suffer tremendously. It's just a frustration, and I want you to keep that in mind as you move through this month and move through this week, okay? I'm going to go ahead and save all of this over here so that we can, in fact, get in deep on this other week, right on the first week of May, right here, because it's important. We want to see what's going on here. We need more information. It looks good, but we need more information, all right? So let's look at this. Oh, interesting. Okay, let's see. So let's read out the cards. We have the Magician here. The Magician is here and he's here. So yeah, that's fun. And you have the King of Swords here. We have the Knight of Pentacles and we have the Knight of Swords. So you have some knights, people fighting for things here as part of your solution. Just generally looking at it going, this is interesting. So in the beginning, or at the theme of the month has to do with using your tools to help others, using your tools to help yourself, getting busy and doing the work instead of running around trying to wish for things to happen better. It's not going to happen that way. You got to do it. The Two of Cups is here telling me that a lot of what's going on, that you're going to be using your tools to deal with a relationship. Sorry about that. I hope it works well for you. I hope this is a benefit for you in some way. This is the Two of Swords that's showing me that for you personally, you're going to have to be vulnerable and let your guard down a little bit to get over the fear that you're having. So as you're moving through this, you're going to need to know that for some of the Capricorns that are listening to this, in order to get what you want, you're going to have to be vulnerable, and you're going to have to lower your swords. You keep running around holding your swords up, yelling at people, is not going to get you where you want to go. This is always about fear of nothing, right? Two of Swords is always about fear of nothing. So lower your swords, become vulnerable, and let people know what you're afraid of. And it may turn out that they can help alleviate what you're afraid of, okay? So chances are good if you turn on the light, there's no big scary thing under the bed, okay? Cool. There you were, we're blocked. We were talking about being able to rally the troops and get people on our side. And yeah, that's not really happening right now. So, maybe you don't need to rally the troops. Maybe you can do all this stuff on your own. The Magician has shown up here as well, telling me that using your tools is the key to doing this. This is a no-wish situation. There will, of course, be this King of Swords here who wants to boss people around and take charge and make things happen their way. Power is a funny thing. You got to be careful with it. You got to be cautious with it. You don't want to scare people away from you, but you also want to make sure that you're getting things taken care of. So just watch tone of voice. Watch how you're handling your business. From my lady Capricorns to my male Capricorns, let's understand that we can all be ladies and gentlemen and get through this, okay? We can do this, and it will be all right. So as we head into this wonderful section where the Knights are all in our solutions, fighting for your financial worth, fighting for your power. So all this fighting. Okay. So fighting. So much fighting. Understanding your worth and value is important. Standing up for yourself is important. Understanding at every turn that when you're doing all this stuff within a relationship, you are, in fact, in a push me, pull you sort of tug of war kind of thing where being able to do things, because the end result is wanting to help others with your power, right? You want to help. You want to make sure everything is going to be okay. You want to make sure everything on the other side of this relationship is okay, whether you're there or not. Got it? So the answer should be something in the realm of, like, don't try and take everything. Don't try and belittle each other. Don't try and fight in a way that's dirty and nasty and rotten. Take what you need. Don't take much more. Don't ask for much more than you need. If you go for the minimum, you might get more in the end. There's always that opportunity when you have a buddy come over and help you. Okay, so your brother comes over and paints your house, right? He's a house painter, so it's simple and easy. And he's, giving you a bid and you've talked about the money. And at the end of the job, you're going, hey, give me a break. And he's going, hey, I just did the work. So if you can approach the person with the full amount, maybe they will say, oh, thank you. I was going to charge you only half. So you can make that for less. Thank you. I'm cool. Everything is good. Half will take care of me. And I will feel we both win because you get the benefit and I get to do a nice thing for you. And you don't have to always ask, because the asking makes me feel cheap and unworthy. So right? So we want to stop doing that thing. Give the person the opportunity to do the right thing and the nice thing, because that's what we really want, is for everybody to feel good in the process I can give you a better deal if you'll just give me a minute. But you're so busy asking for the cheap thing, for the bargain right away, that you take the joy of giving away from me. It's a weird trick, but it's a funny thing that happens a lot. So there's a lesson. Allow people to give you a bargain. It's a good thing, okay? Excellent. We'll talk next week about May 8th through the 14th. Thanks.